It's JL, the Anti-Guru, coming to you live from my office/living room today. I was going to be out on the office/porch, but it's 93 degrees outside, and I don't want to burst into flames. But today, I am going to talk to you about how to find your dream customers. And also, I'm going to talk about building a value ladder. We've talked about sales funnels. And one of the things that I forgot to mention was for some of you who are providing services, and even if you're promoting products, creating a value ladder is something that can increase your bottom line. Your return on your investment, if you're doing paid advertisement, will be a little bit higher because you can initially make a sale and you can increase that sale with a product or a service that complements the first thing that you are showing people when you're running your ads and you're promoting your different services and products. But today first we're gonna talk about how to get your dream customers and how to identify those dream customers. Because now, if you're interested in learning how to get more customers and clients without spending a ton of money, then this is for you. And if you're not wanting to waste a bunch of time trying to figure it all out, we're going to go over that today. And so I'll be teaching you and showing you some things on how to find your dream customers. And primarily it's going to be on Facebook, but you can use this with virtually any social media platform and any advertising networks because it's basically more about the mindset and how to change the way you think about what you're promoting, whether you're promoting your products, services, and definitely if you're an affiliate marketer, a network marketer. But this works for brick and mortar businesses. If you're a consultant or a doctor or a dentist or a chiropractor, all of this stuff is going to work for all types of businesses because that's what I'm trying to do is help you grow your business and learn the language of marketing and how to create more success and increase your bottom line, make more, earn more money. So, and if you're an entrepreneur, your job is to find that gold. It's to locate it, and I'm going to help you understand the strategy behind that. And first, now we're going to go over traffic. We've talked about internal traffic. We talked about external traffic. But I'm going to go into a little bit deeper. There's actually three kinds of traffic. There's traffic you control, traffic that you don't control, and traffic that you own. Now, we've gone over this before. Traffic that you control is, PPC ads, banner ads. If you have affiliates who are promoting your product, you can control that traffic to a certain extent. And traffic you control is when you have the ability to tell that traffic where to go, basically. And that's mostly paid traffic. And I love this kind of traffic because it gives you the ability to scale up and, grow your business. And that's why I always push switching over. If you're a beginner, yeah, you might want to use some free sources to get you started. But if you truly want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be successful, you're going to have to cross over that threshold and eventually go to paid traffic. Now, the traffic you don't control is stuff like, when you're posting on social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever that is. If you're doing guest blogs, if you're a blogger and you're writing a blog article on someone else's blog, well, you don't control that traffic, but you can tap into that traffic. And then the traffic that you own, of course, is the traffic your email list. So we've gone over the three basic tools. One of those basic tools is an autoresponder. And if you don't have an autoresponder, guys, I'll say it again, I'll say it 100 times. Get yourself an autoresponder. If you're operating a business without one, you're not really operating a business because, as I've said before, you've got certain parts that work in that machine that's your business. And an autoresponder is integral to that. So, let's dive right into this. Let me look at my notes here. I can't talk without a script. But oh Lord, look at this. Y'all bear with me, guys. I had everything all laid out, and then something is missing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Always want to make sure we get the right information. Now, the coolest thing about the internet and doing internet marketing is that people congregate in certain places. It's just like church. And, so when you go to church, you're going to people who think like you, believe like you do. So it's a great place. Congregation is the best thing about the internet. So you want to know who is your target market, and you do that so you can create a hyper targeted message. Because like we said, when you want to get targeted traffic, you want to get traffic to people, or you want to contact people and introduce people to your world, your products, your services, and you want people that are actually interested in what you're promoting. Because like I said last week, if you're promoting to people and they're not even interested in it, then you're wasting traffic. And that's one thing you should never do. You should never waste traffic. So the way to identify that is you want to put yourself in their mindset. You want to think about their pains and their passions. And I'll use the weight loss industry as an example. We all know the pain of being overweight or the pain of being out of shape. And you can tap into that. And that helps you create a message that speaks directly to their pain. And pain usually moves people a lot faster than passion. But passion can work as well, especially if you're trying to promote a cause or some type of social activity or something where you're trying to help people or things like that, if you're into that kind of thing, if your business is around that. But you got to get away from the basic demographics. You got to get away from the age, sex, where they live. Those things are so general, and it doesn't give you the information that you need in order to create that hyper targeted message, because you only get one chance to talk to people. So the thing is, where's your target market congregating? Where do they hang out online? Is it on in a Facebook group or on Google Plus? What kind of books do they read? And you can even use Google. You can type in keyword terms, and that'll help you identify what people are actually searching for on Google or on Bing. And that helps you create those ads, especially when you're doing paid ads on Google and paid ads on Bing. The keywords are essential, but not all keywords are the same. And I'll go into a training about keywords at a later date. What I'll do is I've been doing some advertising on Bing, and I've been thinking about showing you some of the ads that I've been running so you can get a better idea of how to do these Bing ads. But like I said, that's going to be an advanced training. So that's not going to be for beginners, because some of this stuff is, if you don't have the money to do this type of advertising, I advise you not to try it until you get some understanding. But I'll go through some basics with that, and then we can expound on that at a later date. But finding traffic is easy when you can answer these types of questions. What kind of books do they read? Where do they congregate? Those are the things that will help you a whole lot more. So once you found out where your dream customer congregates, then what you want to do is you want to divert their attention away from what they're doing, because most of us, we're on our phones, we're checking our emails, we're looking at TV, we're doing all these different things. So what you want to do is, and I'm going to use an example that we all have heard about, we've all experienced. It's what we call what was it? The Inquirer Interrupt. And what that is, we've all been in the grocery store and we stand in line checking out, and you see the National Enquirer over there on the side in one of the little displays. And what National Enquirer has mastered is they have these crazy headlines like, Hillary Clinton had an alien baby or whatever, and sometimes you just, okay, she had an alien baby. Well, let me look at that and see, and it'll cause you to stop what you're doing and check that out. So you want to place your ads and have that in mind, that you want to interrupt them with this interesting and you don't want to make any crazy claims or anything like that. Don't just start throwing caution to the wind and saying crazy stuff. But you want to look at the product or the service that you're trying to provide, to the people that you know are interested in it, and you want to give them some kind of headline that causes them to stop and say, hey, what is that? What is that? You know, because you're only going to get a few seconds to grab their attention. So once you've created that type of an ad where you get that inquiry interrupt, it's also it's also called a pattern interrupt, because people kind of glaze over things and they'll skim across things. So you want to put something out there that stops them in their tracks and said, okay, hey, here I am. Yeah. So excuse me, I'm checking my notes. I want to make sure I get this information to you in a good way. And hopefully, I hope this is resonating with some of you. I hope you're understanding some of this. You know, please leave me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. You know, if you're understanding this, you know, put a 1 in the comments and say, hey, or hey, JL, I'm getting this, or I don't know what you're talking about. Now, the next thing I want to go to is talking about creating a value ladder. And so a lot of people say, what's a value ladder? Now, a value ladder is, I'm going to use my chiropractor. He does an excellent job. He's got an excellent value ladder. And what he does is he invites people to eat dinner with him at one of the restaurants. He's worked out some kind of deal. And so you go to the dinner, everything is free, and you sit there and you eat your meal. And, you know, once people have probably, you know, gotten through majority of their meal, then he'll get up and he'll do a little sales pitch, and he'll tell you about himself, and he'll tell you what he believes in, and he'll even have you know, current or former patients get up and talk about their experience with him. And then what he does is he offers, he'll give you a one-time exam. I think you get an x-ray, you get a free x-ray with that, or it's all inclusive, and you get your first adjustment for $50. And then after that adjustment, he'll come and he'll consult with you, and he'll tell you, okay, this is the problem that you have, this is what I'm seeing, and this is what it's going to cost. And then you have the option of whether you want to take that offer or not, you know. And he even goes a step further. You know, if you don't have insurance and you don't have any way to pay for it, he'll even be willing to set up a payment plan, because he believes in what he's doing and he wants to help people. And it's the people that he's focusing on. Because I remember when I went to him, I didn't have insurance at the time, and my total treatment was going to cost something like $2,500. And I was like, you know, Dr. Nixon, I don't have that kind of money where I can just pay that. And he's like, no problem. And I said, that's just too expensive. He said, okay. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll cut the price in half, and then we'll set you up with a payment plan where you can pay something every month. You can come in here and get this treatment and get your back in order. Because see, a lot of you don't know my story is I've been in 5 car wrecks. I was a competitive bodybuilder. I've been working out. I've done a lot of damage to my body through working out, improper form in the beginning, these car wrecks, and my lower spine, L4 and L5, are slightly shifted out of line. So he helped me get those things back in line, because I was experiencing back pain. And if any of you have low back pain, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's his front end offer. But once he gets you in there and he starts, you know, working on you, he has a line of supplements that he promotes. He also has other people he's partnered with. I know he's got a trainer guy that comes in and shows you some home workouts. They have different little seminars that you can attend. I know he did one on diabetes. He's done one on heart disease, you know. And even though he's mainly concerned with the spine, you know, when I went to him, I remember in the beginning, he showed us a video and showed us the importance of spine health. Because what some of you may not realize, your spine, your nerves are running, all your spinal cord's running through there, and those nerves spread out all through your body. And if your spine is out of line, it can affect other areas of your body. So he educates you on this stuff, and he provides all this extra value. And so he could come in, you know, you get that, he gets that $50 when he first comes in, and then he gives you those treatments, and then he gets you to commit to a series of what's the word I want to use? You know, through the treatment series, or, you know, what he's gonna do for you. And then he also has all of these other different products and services that he's added in to create more value. And when you get to the end, you know, you spent $50 in the beginning, but you may end up spending a couple of $1,000s with him. But at the end of the day, you're going to get your body's going to be better, your health is going to be better, and that's his main concern, is to move you through that value ladder. You know, so that's one thing you want to consider when you create a sales funnel. Now, a simple way to create a value ladder with a sales funnel is you have first you have your capture page, and you've got your lead magnet. You're giving them something free, a free report, a free video to get their information. And then let's say they take that, and then or let's back up. We'll say it's actually right to a sales page. Your capture page is a sales page, like a video sales page. So the person goes for that item, and let's just say it's $17, and then you click on that, and you're getting ready to go to the checkout, and then he'll take you to another page. You take them to another page, and it's what we call a one-time offer, where you offer them something else that complements the first product that they've already said yes to. So instead of making $17, let's say the one-time offer might be $47. And then some people are going to go for that. They'll say, hey, I need that too. And but then if you don't, say they don't do that, then you have another, you can take them to another page where you can try to get them to purchase something else at a lower price. Say, so they spent 17, said no to the 47, but then you got something that's, say, $27. That still implements the first product that they purchased. So you can end up making, you know, the 17 and the 27, that's what, 34? So you started out with a $17 sale, but you ended up with $34. And depending upon the cost of what you're doing with that paid advertising, it could definitely end up paying for itself. You know, another one of the techniques that is used is free plus shipping. You know, where you can get something free and you pay the shipping costs, but then you've got something else that you can offer them that complements what it is. Now, the majority of this information that I'm giving you today is coming from a book that I purchased, about 2 years ago. It's called .com Secrets. Now, I've kind of just skimmed the surface, and you know, what I did, I just went with secret number 3 and secret number 4. Secret number 3 is going from a value ladder to your sales funnel. Secret number 4 is how to oh, I can't talk today. How to find your dream customers. You know, now I highly recommend this book. This is a book that I've been using. Like I said, I've read it probably 5 or 6 times. And if you truly want to build your business, you know what this thing says. It says it's the Underground Playbook for Growing Your Company Online. It's written by this guy, Russell Brunson. And he's actually got an endorsement from Tony Robbins. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, there we go. We can see what Tony Robbins said about this book. So, and the foreword was written by Dan Kennedy. And for you folks who are in the network marketing, you definitely know who Dan Kennedy is. So, you know, I highly recommend this book. And if you want to get a copy of this book, you know, just in the comments, just put .com Secrets in the comments, and I'll send you a link where you can pick up this book. And this book actually is free. You can get it free. And all you got to do is pay the shipping. So if you're interested in this book and you can go dive in deeper, you know, because like I said in my last live, you know, I believe in training and giving away this free information, but I can't possibly in a live give you everything that even in this book. I mean, I think it's got like 9 different secrets or 10 different secrets. It's got 7 different sales funnels that you can create, and it gives you the diagrams on how to do that, how to set that up. And again, I'm telling you, if you're serious about growing your business, this is a book that you really need to have. So, you know, again, I appreciate you coming on my lives. If you're watching this on the replay, you know, type in replay, tell me where you're coming from. If you appreciate the training, if you're liking it, you know, put a 1 in the comment. If you don't like it, put a 2. If you're confused, put a 3. And I'll go back over this again. And as always, if there's somebody you know who could benefit from this training, please share it. And remember my motto: the shortest distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So take action on this training, guys. If you want to get the book, put it in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. I appreciate you again coming on live, whether you're on the replay. Look for me on Thursday for Thoughtful Thursdays. I'm not exactly sure what kind of training. We've been doing this traffic generation stuff for a while, and this really goes along with that, because if you're generating traffic and you're not setting your funnels up, if you don't have a value ladder, you can end up wasting your time, your money. That's not what you want to do. We all want to have success. So again, appreciate you all. Love, peace, and hair grease.